Hello, Potato. If you're watching this video when it first comes out, then you know the holidays are bearing down upon us like a steam train with angry, hungry sharks attached to the engine. And so I have the time to do things that aren't like holiday specifically related are quickly coming to a close. So I thought, with all the hectic things going on currently and coming up ahead of us, I thought today we could take a little time and just do a relaxing little Lego build. Well, maybe not little, but a relaxing Lego build. Now, of course, this year has been Disney's 100th anniversary celebration. We've had pins and toys and even some Lego, like this lovely little set over here, commemorating 100 years of the house the mouse built. And in that year, we have seen a number of Lego sets, like this little set right here. And honestly, I had a discussion online earlier this last week that I said if I were Disney and Lego, I'd have gone a lot harder with the Disney 100 Lego kits. There's so much Disney 100 stuff, like through Shop Disney and in the parks and at Target and at Five Below, that I feel like Lego kind of didn't miss the boat. There is still plenty of Disney 100 Lego, but I feel like we didn't get as much as I would have put out there. I would have taken the advantage of this to make Lego kits of things that predated Disney Lego collaborations, or licensed Lego in general. We got that Peter Pan little diorama, we got that mini build of Agrabah, but I would have done some more stuff of like some of the classic stuff, maybe some princess stuff that wasn't mini doll, maybe stuff like Dumbo and Robin Hood, things that we got like some of the characters from some of these things in the collectible minifigure series that was released for Disney 100, but we didn't get play sets, or at least display sets, dioramas. The Jungle Book would have been a cool diorama, or Robin Hood, but they didn't do those things. At the very least, I'd have done more of these. We had like 4 House of the World sets. I mean, as of this recording, I don't think the 4th one's actually been released, but there are 4. I think there's hopefully just 4, but we only had 1 of these, and this set is even designed to be built onto. Now I know it's probably just so that you could continue, or you could rearrange what order you wanted these things in, but we have on the side, a little bit of dust. We have on the side here, we have a place to attach more pieces. I'd have done, at least 3 more of these. I'd have done maybe a Donald one, a Goofy one, and a mini one. Just, so you could have like a whole little train of them, or circle them around, make a little wreath of Disney 100 little mini sets. That's got a lot of dust on it. I should have cleaned that off before I started recording this, but honestly, I didn't notice it till it was under all the lights. And honestly, you probably can't see it either, so if I wasn't saying anything, you wouldn't know it's dusty. Or maybe you can tell, I don't know. Also, it's cool, is that it projects. It's probably too far from the camera for that to show up on screen, but it does project a little Steamboat Willie there. Now, we did get that Steamboat Willie promo kit as well, which is cool. But I would have done more of these. So you could do like a whole, do your mantle up in it or something. That's just what I would have done. But obviously I'm not in charge of Disney or Lego, and didn't go to any sort of marketing school or anything. So what do I know? So of course we did pick up a number of the Disney 100 sets. As you know, if you watch my videos, we did the Disney 100 Celebration Castle. That is my wife's. There's no video of us building that. That was her thing. She built it all by herself. And there's a Weekend Magic video where we take a look at it after she built it, but I didn't build it, which is why it's not on this channel as a build video. And what else did they have? We had like a brick head set, which we didn't put together. It's more like we just got it because it was 100, and I think it put us over to qualify for a promo kit at the time, and it may never actually get built because I'm not a big fan of the brick heads. But one of the things that I was impressed with when they announced for the Disney 100 Lego sets is today's set, and that is kit 43230, which doesn't have a name anywhere on the box, just says Disney 100 Disney, but if you look it up on the Lego site, it does say it's the Disney Tribute Camera, which admittedly is not a particularly imaginative name, which is probably why they didn't put it on the box. It's 811 pieces, and well, it's not, I do generally limit myself to minifigure scale stuff. I like buildings and ships and stuff like that. But this one, I knew I had to get it because it not only is just like a nice looking set, but it comes with a minifigure of Walt, Dumbo, and Bambi. And I don't have minifigures of any of those. I mean, yes, technically Bambi and Dumbo aren't minifigures, but it comes with figures of them, which I don't think are things that previously existed. It also looks like it should have probably some fairly interesting build techniques, maybe some stuff that I'm not super familiar with, because I don't really have a lot of stuff that freestands like this. I mean, the closest I can think of is maybe that massive Ferris wheel, which also there's not a video of because that predates this channel. Looks like the camera's going to open up so you can put Walt inside drawing stuff, I guess, as it films. It's going to have this very interesting little film strip here with little Legoized versions of things that don't have Lego sets, which is sort of my point about kind of missed opportunities this year. But we can see on here, just on here we have Mulan, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, The Rescuers, Robin Hood, Jungle Book. I think that's probably Sword in the Stone there. I don't know what that is. Maybe Sleeping Beauty. We got Bambi, Dumbo. I'm gonna guess that's Fantasia. Steamboat Willie, Snow White, Pinocchio probably. But it should be interesting. It should be an interesting build. And it could just something, something a little bit to just ease us into the holidays. Next week, we'll probably do something more holiday related, probably every week for the rest of the year, because next month we'll have the Advent calendars. And so this is probably about our last chance to just relax and do a non-holiday thing. So this came out, I think, originally in August or September. I didn't pick it up at Lego Store. I actually picked it up at Costco. They had it for like 20 bucks off the Lego price. So I picked it up from there. And no regrets. And it's been sitting there waiting for me to get around to it. I kind of wanted to put it together back then. But it seems like a fairly large set. They've actually bothered to give you the dimensions on here, I guess because they know this is a display. Obviously, it's not a play set. It's a display set. But the base is supposed to be about 21 centimeters, about 8.5 inches. And the total height is over a foot at 14.5 inches or 37 centimeters. So I have a good idea of where to put this, because when my wife put the 100th Castle in its kind of forever home, she moved some other stuff, and I think we have a perfect spot for this to go in, which is why I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on it and build it today. Oh, we've got good, we don't have a folded up book. It's in its little envelope. That's nice. How many bags? This is not a tiny set, but it's not a huge set either. It's 811 pieces. I probably said that already. It's in the cereal style box. So obviously I had to use a knife to cut it. I didn't thumb punch it. Let me see. We have Alice in Wonderland. Cinderella. That's got to be Cinderella. There's Alice in Wonderland, because that's Sleeping Beauty, because that's Maleficent. And then, who is that? I'm sorry, let's get some light on that. I didn't put the light on because it was glaring off the box, but that kind of looks to me like Scarlet Witch. There's Tiana, though. I'm sure it's not Scarlet Witch. Oh, it's probably Anna. That's probably who it is. It's probably Anna. Well, maybe we'll find out when we finish building it and can look at the strip good and proper like. Put that back there for now. That's the front of the box, right? And of course we also get a Mickey and a Minnie in here. See, this is why I have the light off, because it glares off the box. So I'll turn it back off. Well, actually, it glares off the sign, sorry. The other lights glare off the box. It glared off the sign. So what we got? Looks like 5 bags. That's not a ton. I think there's going to be some interesting build techniques here. I don't know if there's 6, and that's got to be our film strip. I think there's some interesting build techniques here that I don't deal with regularly, building ships and buildings and stuff. So I figured that also should be interesting. Looks like each set only has a single bag, and each bag probably has another small bag inside of it, full of little bits. But it's not a ton of stuff. I don't feel like this is going to take too long. This bag one, we'll leave that there. get our book. Also, I'm thinking no stickers. We get a film strip, but no stickers, and I am all down for that. No stickers. I was trying to say stickers and string at the same time. No stickers, no strings. I'm good with that. There's no stickers, right? Yeah, no stickers. No decals in this time. Just a book. And got a parts thing. You could win. I guess I've never done the feedback thing. I do the reviews of like the store whenever I buy something, because it seems like it does help them. So how many steps do we have here? That's not a step. That's just it done. We have 199 steps. That's not a ton. That's not a lot. Do we have? Yeah, we do have we have Walt walking at the bottom of the page for these. That's cute. Oh, we have notes in the front here. Of course, we're gonna have a brick separator. Yeah, Walt walks us through. A note from the Lego designers. It's like Camilla Thorsted Cording and Wes Talbot. The model is designed as a tribute to Walt Disney himself, so adding Lego brick versions of the tools and inventions he used for his animated movies seemed like a good place to start. With the classic vintage movie camera as a central display piece, we included a clapperboard, a small hidden office, and a minifigure scale multi-plane camera that was used for the early 2D animated movies. The 3-layered scene from Walt Disney's short The Old Mill, 1937, is depicted just as it was in the real thing. Wes Talbot, Lego Design Master. And then over here, which is not on the camera, so we can get it on the camera. In our graphic design team, we worked with hundreds of assets to narrow down every detail you see in this set. For the multiplane camera, each layer is a detailed graphic on its own. From dozens of Disney classics, we selected some of the milestone movies from the past 100 years that we know fans love. And for the first time, we were excited to present Dumbo and Bambi as Lego figures. Camilla Thorsted Cording, Lego graphic designer. So yeah, this should be fun. Oh look, we get a close-up version of all of them. I guess we should start at the beginning. So yes, I was right. That is, it's Elsa though. It's not Anna, it's Elsa. And then finally Encanto at 2021. So we don't get everything. We're missing a lot of stuff here. I'm glad Sword in the Stone made it. Dark Crystal didn't though. But yeah. So there's a better view. That's actually probably better to look at them than the film strip will be. So there's gonna be multiple panes in the camera itself. That's interesting. So bag one, we're gonna build Walt's little office there. Oh no, that's the multiplane thing on the clapperboard, okay. And then 2, we'll do the base of the camera. 3 is the legs. 4 is, I guess, the camera body. 5 and 6 will be just the rest of it. And look, we get another one of those little drawings of Steamboat Willie that we got in the little promo kit. I knocked Mickey over. Back up you go, Mickey. All right, so yeah, I think I've prattled on probably too long at this point. So let's get into the fast forward. There we have it, LEGO Kit 43230. The Disney Tribute Camera is complete, and it was a little bit more challenging than I kind of expected it to be, especially in this area. I totally had this misaligned to start with, meaning the little black sprocket here wouldn't fit on top of it, meaning the whole thing couldn't go together. Also, this, despite being plate to plate, is not, this also is kind of annoying. It's held on with a single stud right here, so it twists very easily. But this, despite being plate to plate here, is not super secure. I'm gonna have to definitely make sure that's really firmly on there before I put it on display. But it is complete now. And yeah, a lot of moving parts on here. Of course, this slides forward and back, which you expect from the picture. The lenses can be turned to be different lenses. And of course the crank works. And I think it's supposed to make noise, but the piece in there that's supposed to push against the little sprocket isn't really heavy enough, so it's not working. I might need to. You can sort of. I don't think the microphone's gonna pick that up. It's very, very faint. Also, if I do it too much, I feel like I'm gonna pull the whole camera off again. But it is built. I do need to maybe coax the film strip a little bit, but it's on there and it's all as it should be, which is, it's quite nice. It looked nice on the shelf. We do have, I think actually this is probably the coolest part of this is let's get some light on it. The little multi-pane animation cell here. So I tried to show it in the video. I don't know how well it's going to look in fast forward, but the moon is one level, the house, or rather the old mill, is another level, and then the lane and the trees here are a separate plane. It's a multi-plane animation cell. It looks really nice. I think they did a really cool thing there with that. And the clapboard does actually clap. And yeah, I mean, it's a nice display piece. I don't do a lot of display piece stuff. My wife usually does more of the display piece kind of things like succulents and cars, and I do more spaceships and buildings and stuff for village displays. But this was definitely a challenging piece. Like I said, down here was very challenging. The body of the camera itself was easy enough. The 100 is easy enough. Again, though, I feel like I can't really push it down. Probably had it on backwards to start with. I did switch at the end of the video there. I feel like though it's not on there super securely either. And then of course inside here you can twist up the eyepiece. See, it all comes off again. And that's yeah, this is not. And you think with that many studs connecting, it should be nice and secure. But so you try to put it on that one little piece that's held on by one single stud. Thankfully it didn't go on the floor. It's right here. Yeah, that is a part that's one of those issues I always dislike in kits where there's not a place to safely pick things up. This kind of falls into that category in that it's an area where, this is a natural place I feel like to grab this set. This actually is very, I think, very securely built. These things maybe not, but I feel like this core here is actually a very secure point. This also does not twist. This doesn't twist. This does not angle up and down. So these pieces don't move. But I feel like this is a good place to grab it, except for this block and the plate on the other side there. But if you twist the eyepiece up, you can use it as a handle to pull open Walt's little filming chamber. You could put his little Steamboat Willie drawing on the table there. But see, here's the piece that's meant to make that rattling noise. But see, this doesn't really sit on it properly. It's not heavy enough. I think I need to add some more studs to that or something to make it heavy enough to actually sit there and hit that little cog. So it'll make the little rattling noise it's supposed to do. So it doesn't, maybe this is too tight. I don't know. I mean, that could be the issue. So it doesn't, but it wants to just kind of hang in space. I'll have to fiddle with that a little bit. Not that it matters. It's not going to be, we're not going to play with it on display. It's going to be on display. But you do have the inside of the little animation studio here, hidden inside the camera, but that's, I mean, you can put Walt in there, but I really feel like it'd be a shame. Also, this doesn't really sit straight. Just keeps hitting, there we go. Oops, that's upside down. No, that was... Have I got this piece on here backwards too? I very well might. Let me look at the instructions again. Let's see here. Nope, that is correct. This piece is supposed to go to the back. All right, so that's fine. But, all right, yeah, so that is fine. Of course, you're gonna have it facing this way anyways, so people can see the 100 little film reel up on top there. But I do like the little film strip, but I do really like Walt here. Of course, I like Dumbo and Bambi. That's actually Bambi there. That's Dumbo. I think those are really nicely done. They're nicely painted. They've given Bambi kind of more blocky spots than I think normally they have. Probably because it's a Lego. Mickey and Minnie are a little lackluster, but I think it's because I have, I think, at least 3 black and white Mickey and Minnies. Between the Steamboat Willie set and some of the collectible minifigure sets, I have a number of black and white Mickey Minis, so they don't really impress anymore, but Walt impresses me. I like, of course, that he has that Steamboat Willie drawing again. He's got like a ballpoint pen or a fountain pen. I don't think I've ever seen that particular piece before. I've got a spare one now. Kind of sonic screwdriver reminiscent, but Walt has 2 faces. Now, of course, a lot of times you'll have characters that have like an angry face and a happy face or a scared face, but not Walt. Walt just has a happy face and a really happy face because he's Walt Disney. And, Walt Disney was a real person, 3-dimensional, with complications and problems, as all real 3-dimensional human beings have. But, we like to sometimes just like to focus on what a person created more than maybe, their flaws as human beings. We all would like to be remembered for the good things we do more than the bad, I would assume. Maybe not all of us. I'm sure some of us revel in being bad people and hope to be remembered as such, but I don't think Walt did, and I choose to not remember him that way. But yeah, I do also acknowledge that yes, he was a real person with real issues. But it's nicely detailed. We even have the little, it doesn't do anything. We do have this little handle here for adjusting the camera. We have the crank for filming. We have the film reels up top here. We have an interestingly designed tripod. I wonder why, because it doesn't look like wood grain. I'm not sure what they were going for down here. This doesn't look like wood grain to me, if that's what they were trying to do. But it's interesting. See, it's not connecting properly. We'll have to fix that before displaying it, because and there it goes again. You would think that would be a very secure place to attach it, but it's really not. It does not want to attach there at all. Hold on. All right, I think I got it now. So it's a little tighter now. I guess once I get it up on the shelf, it's not gonna be touched a lot anyways. Also, I think it's interesting the fastening down here of the legs. I don't know if that's meant to like reinforce it so they don't push out too much and get pressure, or if that's just the way tripods like that actually were. It doesn't fold up. You can't fold the legs in. They are stuck in those positions. Some things on here move, some things on here do not. Some things aren't supposed to move and they move anyways. But it is now built. Also, I don't think I've ever seen this particular piece here before. It's an interesting piece. But yeah, there's definitely stuff here I haven't done before. A lot of the stuff here, a lot of use of Technic pegs to make that assembly work. And I think it works pretty well. Really, honestly, the only criticisms I have of this set are that when you turn the reel, it doesn't make the clicking noise properly. And I think that might be something I've done. I might need to like just maybe loosen this attachment up just a little bit, and maybe then it'll hang more loosely. Maybe I just did it too tight. I'm not 100% sure. And these are kind of annoying because it's a central peg or central stud, and it is too easy to knock out of position, which is annoying. But it'll look good on a shelf. It's not going to likely be touched except for the maybe occasional dusting. So it's not a huge issue. But it's a very nice set. It's probably, I'm not going to say the best Disney 100 set. That's obviously the castle. But it's up there, and it's a nice set for people who don't want to have a lot of things that look like toys around the house. If you want to show that you're an adult collector and you just, collect like the Van Gogh and the Great Wave and architecture sets, this is something you can reasonably hold in your home as an adult. A Disney, I mean, you're still a Disney adult, so I'm not sure who you're trying to fool. But I think you could reasonably have this in your home as a Disney adult and not be looked at the same way you're going to be looked at as, say, if you have a Star Wars spaceship. I have plenty of Star Wars spaceships. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying I'm trying to put myself in the mindset of a Disney adult who also somehow thinks they should be taken seriously. But definitely when putting this part together, you do need to make sure that you are aligning everything correctly, because it will not work if you get it 90 degrees off. It is just going to be not even 90. 90 degrees. It's just, take it all apart and put it back together, which you could see me do in the video. I totally put that together wrong. I misunderstood the instructions, and they do their best. It's not the instructions' fault. They do their absolute level best to show you how to do it correctly. I just missed the point. Let's see if I can we find that spot? It's before this, wasn't it? There we go. Yeah, see, they do their level best to show you how this needs to be assembled properly. I guess I just missed the point. I didn't understand what it was they wanted me to see here. And that's that you need to make sure that the cross lines up with these two pieces here. And that was where I screwed up, is I didn't do that. So once I fixed that assembly all went together just fine. So this now goes up on display. Oh, also, I know these look like they're supposed to collapse. That's why there's the little keys there. But again, they don't. Nothing down here moves except for there's some play on this. And I think that's just because that's just the best way to put it together, so that the weight of this won't eventually push these out and snap them. It'll force them to stay straight. Now, I don't know about bending. Depends on what your temperature situation is like in your home, I suppose. But it's done. It's going to go up on display where the small castle used to be. Love the little film strip. Love that it comes with Walt. I didn't even realize before starting to put together that this was going to be a thing, and I think that's really cool too. But it's nice. It's a nice recognition of 100 years of filmmaking history, animated filmmaking history, specifically from the Walt Disney Company. Or apparently 0 years, because I just knocked off the century. But I need to fix that before I put it on display. This is not a play set, if that wasn't obvious enough. But yeah, this is definitely not something you want the kids touching. It's not something you want children visiting your home touching. It's not something, frankly, you want other adults touching. It's a fairly fiddly set. But it is nice once you get it together. And I'm pleased with it. It is it's actually a little bit better than I was expecting. And I do now have my very own Walt Disney minifigure. So maybe not as relaxing as I thought it would be to put together, but still a fun build. I enjoyed it. No regrets. But what do you think? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it's a nice build? Do you think some of these features, I think, as attempts at being more accurate to like what the real camera would have been like, are worth the effort? Do you think they work? What is your feedback on this set? Let me know in the comments. But that will wrap this video up. I'm going to put this on display and let it gather dust as we enjoy its presence for quite a long time to come. So I do hope you found this all interesting or entertaining. If you did, go ahead and give the video a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.